And this is the first, the first main topic for today. So we have finished the first two, right? The first two types of tourist destination. And now I would like to talk about the third type of tourist destination. This includes places with rich culture. Rich here is not the opposite of poor. Rich here means extremely interesting, okay? Interesting. Usually, when there are a lot of things, the more things, the more interesting that place can be. So in this case, culture. Rich culture, we would translate វប្បធម៌ដ៏សម្បូរបែប Usually people feel bored with what become common to them. All right. Let's think about city dwellers. Dwellers. People live somewhere, right? Dwell means to live somewhere. Dwellers. City dwellers can see a lot of tall buildings in the city. So they are no longer fascinated by the tall buildings. However, they become interested in the natural environment in rural areas. So they enjoy spending their free time in a rural village, enjoying the quietness of the village. However, rural dwellers, people living in rural areas, are attracted to the tall buildings in city, when they visit the city for the first time, they are excited. They find those tall buildings, exotic. See, just the example to show that we feel, excited about something that is new to us. We feel bored with old things. So let's talk about culture. Usually, these places can attract tourists because of the culture. So what is culture then? The first definition is a bit abstract. You can see, I would summarize this as way of life, okay? Way of life, របៀបរស់នៅ okay, or lifestyle. So culture refers to the way of life of people, and this way of life has developed over time. This means that the way of life did not simply begin yesterday. Actually, it has been in existence long ago. To give you a clear example, let's talk about, rice consumption. I mean, we eat rice, right? We eat rice. So when did Cambodia first eat rice? We don't know, but what we know for sure is that long ago, okay? And we pass on, we just pass on this tradition from generation to generation. We see our parents eat rice. We eat rice ourselves too. And then our children see that we eat rice, they also eat rice. See that our culture is handed down from generation to generation. The second definition is more descriptive. It lists things considered culture. So when we talk about culture, we usually focus on the language. I mean, the native language. Okay, Khmer culture, Khmer language. Social customs, what we do in society, ទំនៀមទម្លាប់ Sangkum, okay. What do we do with meat? Okay, like that. Values. We'll learn more about values in semester 2, but for now, just remember that values are what we considered important, okay, or what we considered good. And the last one, beliefs, including our religious belief. So travel for for cultural purposes is considered cultural tourism. Cultural tourism can take one of the 4 forms below. Okay, you might need some time to write down the 4 here. So let's have 1 minute for writing down all this. All right, let's talk about the first forms of cultural tourism. The first one is heritage tourism. If you look at the world map here, sites that can attract heritage tourism are marked with red. Okay, red. We also have film-induced tourism, green. Gourmet food. Gourmet is someone who knows a lot about good food and wines. And the person enjoy, tasting food and wine, okay? So gourmet food refers to the food of high quality, the special food, and this is usually expensive. Yellow is pilgrimage tourism site. So something to be proud of. Look at the map. Can you see number 1? This is in Cambodia, everyone. Cambodia here. This is Angkor Wat. Okay, Angkor Wat. I just pronounce Angkor Wat, right? The British or Americans cannot pronounce Angkor because they use their own vowel sound. This sound. Okay, Angkor. They like that Angkor Wat. So they don't have the all sound, I guess. So Cambodia here. Number 17 in Peru, Machu Picchu Temple. Well, the old CE textbook, had this and had a reading text about this temple. The purpose of that unit, was to talk about the negative effect of tourism. The temple almost destroyed by the feet of the tourists.